When OneSource Regulatory works with clients on developing product labeling, we use the latest tools and technology to make sure we're prepared for that product label submission. The first component of what we do is we actually develop the label looking at prior precedent. After that label is drafted and complete and submitted to FDA, it's really important to sit down with your team as the second part to develop the prioritization of what is going to be the most important things you want to fight for when you get your comments ultimately from FDA. Because there's going to be a lot of things that you're wanting to win, but you're not going to get absolutely everything. And then thirdly, during that stage and point in time where FDA is actually providing comments and commentary, how are you going to respond? Do you understand the precedent? And making sure you're using the technology to actually address the questions FDA is asking you. OneSource Regulatory works with many clients. We have fantastic examples of where we've been able to help the client build a fantastic label. One such example is where we worked with a client who had a really complex trial design, and they needed to figure out ways in which to communicate that trial design so that ultimately that information would be prepared and presented in the product labeling and more than likely acceptable by the FDA. So we used the technology we had available to identify prior precedent, help them build a draft label, and then successfully submit it to the FDA where that product labeling was accepted by the FDA and final approved.